Hey everybody, Taylor here, and today I'm going to give you a quick demo of our COVIDaction project. So a really common use case we come across is to receive mobile data collection forms or form submissions from a tool like Kobo Toolbox and process those for loading into various management information systems. Today we're going to look at taking a submission from a CHW in Kobo and creating a new row on a Google Sheet, a new tracked entity instance in DHIS2, and a new contact in Salesforce. So I'm here in Kobo, and we've already configured data forwarding to an OpenFn project. So when I submit a patient here, Quoth, a 16-year-old male in Ukiah, we're going to give him a cough and not collect a specimen. Remind ourselves that this is only test and click submit. So this has been queued, and we're going to head back over to the OpenFn inbox to see when this message arrives. So right now Kobo is receiving the data, processing it, and sending it to OpenFn. And there we see it's just showed up, and it's triggered a COVID case registration. Okay, next it's triggered a COVID-19 tracked entity instance registration. And then finally it's triggered the creation of a Salesforce contact. A lot just happened, so I want to click into the message that was received today, and we can actually inspect the payload body, and we can see that sure enough this registration is the one that I just submitted for Quoth here. And because of the triggers set up on OpenFn, that's 3 different triggers, we were able to start the execution of a number of different jobs. And the jobs we can see here are the COVID case registration, the COVID-19 tracked entity instance registration, and the contact that was created. So if we go inspect some of these things, today at 1:44, we have a registration on Google Sheets. And if I go over to Google Sheets, hopefully I will see that this registration gets filled in. I may have to refresh my Google Sheets. There he is. There's Quoth. If I go over to the next one is DHIS2, I should be able to refresh this DHIS2 tracked entity instance page and see, sure enough, Quoth has been created here. And then finally, in my Salesforce system, I should be able to refresh this list view and great, see a new contact has been added. So those were the 3 runs that took place on OpenFn. We're not going to dig into job writing today. That'll be in a different demo. But I want to show you what these jobs look like. So this is the create contact job that we saw, and here is the data that it actually executed on. You can see that we're using this create function here in Salesforce, though there's a bunch of other functions you might use like upsert or delete. Yeah, and we'll dig into all of that later, but I just wanted to show you this basic setup because we've been getting a lot of questions about it. It's effectively these 3 different jobs set to auto process as soon as some data gets submitted from a community health worker application. So that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll speak with you soon.